Hello, folks. Back again. Oh, my goodness. That was the dirtiest camera I ever seen. Does it work? Oh, yeah, there it is. It's working. Sure glad I had new technology. Not. Hey, let's see now. What was I into today? Well, I got the engine taken out of this. I had to stick it up on the lift. It's just easier to do. So the engine's out. He's supposed to be bringing me another motor. I think most of the road tarmac there is, well, at least it won't rust back there. It'll be a little rusty here. But, like I say, 90, I guess it's a 91. I was wrong. The person that dropped it off said this was a 91. So I stuck the engine here. What I'll do is pull off the jugs, keep the pistons in the jugs, and then that way those can be put on another bike. I don't know the compression, but once I pull the jugs off, I'll look up in there, and you can actually see how the inside is, and you can get a good feel, I feel, for how it is, you know, kind of looking through the top, looking through the bottom, and just give it a once over. If I could turn it over real fast, I could figure out the compression. But yeah, I would say that. And then those are ready to go on, you know, the top end or whatever, ready to go on another motor. Bottom end, found out, you know, about $950 or $1,000 to have it redone, and then you do the rest. That's what I was hearing on. I asked a couple of mechanics and shops and so forth. So that's out. Like I say, the motor will, when he brings it over, I'll put her in and we'll see what kind of excitement we can get out of this. This is, oh, here we go with the light again. That doesn't, there it is. That looks a little suspicious. A little bit of green crusties there. So maybe I can clean that up, and that way actually we'll get some spark. Yeah, this is one where the battery's in the saddlebag. It's been a while. Of course, see a little rust there. Let's see, and then I stuck the Softail over here because I don't know how quickly this person will get around to getting the parts for the motor to put it back together. And then he'll do the rest. He wanted to paint the tins. I'll just get it running, and out she goes. Here's this side. Back up a little bit. I'd like to find like a late 90s Road King. You know, forget the Batwing fairing. I've had enough of those. It's okay. But I like to pop a windshield on, pop it off, kind of like my Softail. And the shovel head, for that matter. I did trim down a little bit on that windshield. So on the shovel head, I can actually, well, we'll go outside. It's outside. Ran around today, had to go to the dentist and had to go to the post office and so forth. But yeah, I cut probably 2 inches off. And if anybody ever does this does come off. It's not glued. It's just pinched right there. And it snaps, kind of snaps, but it doesn't really snap, fits down in there. So I cut about 2 inches off. So when you're riding it, especially from here, and then if I have the taller two-person seat, it actually, you know, it could be a hair taller, but it's a compromise between this seat and the other seat and the windshield. So I did that the other day. And it's nice. This actually, the lower part and the upper part are separate. They overlap. They have this piece of metal, that piece of metal, and the pinches on the sides. And like I say, I shortened it about 2 inches. I always tend to shorten too much. I was going to go 3, 2. I could have went maybe 1.5, but 2 is fine. So I got that done today. Oh, then I've been oiling down that rear. Hopefully I can get the spokes to move. I have to bring it in. It keeps raining on it. But the 2007, the one I put the carburetor on a couple years ago, and the Thunderheart ignition was having problems. And, I thought it was fuel delivery, this, that, and the other thing. And then I cleaned the carb, and then I put it back together. It didn't run at all. Turned out to be the two wires. They are plugged. There's spade connectors. They actually go, and that's the ones that go down here for your... That's how that Thunderheart knows how to run, is off the crank position. So I cleaned the plug and did all that, gapped the plugs itself, spark plugs. But yeah, it was cutting out. You give it gas and it was cutting out. And I was fiddling with the carburetor, and turns out I thought it was the coil had taken a dump. I had another dual fire coil, or single fire, yeah, because it's got three. And then I'm looking over here. So I used good 3M electrical tape. They could be soldered together, but just in case you'd ever want to change anything, that's how I did it initially. I'm going to just attach it real well so it doesn't get fiddled with under the seat, kind of thing. I may rethink it and just solder them together. But now there's a funny knocking, and when it's low idle and you give it a little gas, either the bolt's loose, or if '07 was the first year of that bad compensator with the weak springs, if it's just the weak springs, I mean, you can kind of live with it. I remember my '09 when you started it up, when it was hot, bang, and you thought, wow, something's wrong with the starter. Well, it turned out the compensator, and then they put the Screaming Eagle compensator, and they dorked around there for about 3, 4, or 5 years before they actually changed it. Springs were just too light. So we'll see. I'll take this apart, take a peek at it tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys later. That's what I was out here fiddling with today. Rained a little bit. So, well, have a great week. And be safe and have fun. That's the important thing, have fun. So I went to the dentist this morning, and I have a woman dentist, known her for like 25 years. When she first started her practice, all women in the office, and at least they're either being kind and laugh at my jokes, or I'm actually getting a little better. I don't know. But well, with Medicare, you pretty much pay everything out of pocket anyway. So, and they maybe they give me a break. I don't know. But they had a new girl in there, and it's always nice, when if they're going to stick your fingers in your mouth, let them be female. So I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Be safe.